Welcome to the Dr. April Jasper Show, relevant conversations for business owners of today. Alcon Water Innovations is a proud sponsor of the Dr. April Jasper Show. Water is integral to our lives and to the technology that makes Alcon Water Innovations contact lenses. Personally, I wear Dailies Total 1 because they feel like nothing. With a portfolio that also includes Precision 1, Precision 7, and Total 30, it's easy to reach for Water Innovations lenses for my patients too. Talk to your Alcon rep today and be sure you're getting the most out of Alcon's Water Innovations lenses that translate to all-day comfort. Welcome to the Dr. April Jasper Show. We are excited to talk again, Allie and I together, on the
For students, by students
segment.
Yes.
We're having so much fun. Allie is actually on break for a few more minutes.
Literally a few more minutes. I got 3 more days left, guys, and then it's summer.
But you know what? I love this. We both love being able to do this because it brings information to our students. I love y'all. I tell them all they're my kids.
Yes, and it's actually way more fun for me now because I'm going into not full clinic next semester, but I'll be in clinic 2 days a week next semester officially. I'm so excited. So now I get to ask all the fun questions and how I'm actually going to approach patients starting in, it's a week. Oh my goodness, it's terrifying.
It's not really though. For all of you students that are listening, don't you worry about it. You're so well trained. You're going to be awesome and you have great teachers. And some of you have been blessed to be able to work with some of us in clinic already, so you're ready to go. And for patients out there listening, just you wait till Allie's in the office. Everybody says she's the best Jasper, so we'll see. Aiden, don't feel bad.
Yeah, sorry.
You're just good at other things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what do we want to talk about today, Allie?
Contact lenses.
Okay.
I'm so excited. So I will start to be actually prescribing contacts next semester. Obviously, with the help of my preceptors, I have to do a whole fit and evaluation. I have to decide what's best for the patients. It's going to be a whole thing. So I need to know, as the contact lens queen over here, I have to know, how do you determine which contact lenses are best for a patient? Because there are so many options. How do you even start that process? I don't even know how. Sure. I just want to know the way you do it. Obviously, we've been trained, but I would like to know clinically and practically how you do it.
What I love about Allison's question, which was, how do I, as a doctor, determine what contact lenses, are best for my patient? A couple of things I love about that. One is that you are aware of the fact that the doctor is the one that knows what's best for the patient.
Yes.
And that's a big concept because unfortunately, there are so many ways people can get information these days. You could go search online and say, what is the best lens for me? And unfortunately, nobody knows your eyeballs like I do. And then one of the things we need to determine in the practice to help us, and this is what I would encourage you guys to do, and your teachers will train you, get to know your patient because not all patients are the same. Allie and I have different things we like to do. I love to read. I'm on my digital devices a lot. So are you.
Yep.
I do not play the harp like you do, so I don't need to worry about that in the world of contacts.
Yep. That's a totally different distance compared to other things.
I don't sing on stage and play the piano, so I don't have those concerns. But I am on the airplane a lot, and so that causes me to have dryness and vents blowing on me.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine if you didn't know that about me.
I would never have thought of that. Oh my gosh, okay.
So here's what doctors do. I hope your doctor does, is they get to know you and they get to know your eyes and they take all kinds of measurements to determine what lenses are best for you. And then our goal as your doctor is really to make certain that whatever lens we select for you is the one that's going to give you the best vision, the best health for a lifetime of great vision. And so there are all kinds of tests that go into it, but that is the general answer. And you can count on the fact that every year we're going to go through that same evaluation.
Right. Yeah, because things can change.
That's right. Medicines, eye problems, health problems, all of that. Your hobbies.
Yep.
Maybe you retire and
never the same.
Exactly.
Your hobbies are never the same. Let's be so real. No.
And everything matters because no two contact lenses are exactly the same as no two patients are the same.
Okay, so that's my next question. So at the practice, we have the comprehensive eye health evaluation, and then we have the contact lens evaluation.
Yes.
two totally separate exams. What does the contact lens evaluation, what does that do?
Sure.
Yeah, for the patients that are out there. And then also so I know if there's any steps I might be missing, what do you include in your contact lens evaluation?
So our patients know when they come into the office, our annual eye health evaluation, which I call our comprehensive eye health evaluation. It is all about checking the eyeball itself, checking the status of the eye. Refraction is part of that, meaning a refraction is something we do in addition to checking the eye health. So think of those eyeballs. I want to know that outside, inside, everything about them is okay. No disease, no glaucoma, macular degeneration, dry eye, all of these different things. That's part of that. Right. Then we do your refraction. The refraction is the part of the exam where we check to see what prescription you need. Is it minus? Is it plus? Do you have astigmatism? Do you have presbyopia? For more information on presbyopia, listen to another podcast.
We just did that one.
Yes. So all of those things matter, but then that leaves you with a prescription for glasses and a timeline for when you need to come back and see us again, which typically is a year, unless we see something wrong that we need to have you back sooner for.
Right.
When that is complete, when you're done with that part of the exam, you can then go get glasses with that prescription. We didn't do really anything, though, to determine for certain what you're going to need for contacts.
Right.
So we based your contact lens evaluation on that. We need that to then step up to what's next, which includes a more detailed corneal evaluation. We do endothelial cell count, which is an evaluation that's high magnification of the cornea where the contact lens is going to sit.
Right.
We measure the shape of the cornea. We measure your tear film. We look at your meibomian glands to make sure that they're secreting the right amount of oil so we know you actually have a good enough eye surface that you could wear contact lenses. And then the doctor selects what lens is right for you. Once that selection is made, you go put the lenses on. We teach you how to put them in and take them out because even patients who've been wearing contacts can be doing things wrong.
Correct.
I have seen some crazy stuff.
Don't go on YouTube, people.
No.
It's crazy.
So we have to retrain, make certain that we make sure our patients are cleaning their lenses properly if they have lenses they wear over and over again, which we prefer not. We much prefer they throw them away every day.
Yep.
But all of that is part of it. And then we look at the lenses on the eye, make sure the lenses look right. We check vision. Sometimes we do what we call an over refraction to make sure that the prescription that is actually on the eye is correct because a contact lens sits on the eye, glasses sit out away from the eye. It's a different prescription for some people, depending on their prescription.
Right.
So, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's why there's a separate evaluation.
And I love that Allie asked because many patients don't understand. That's two different things. I even had a patient come in the other day and she said that she had not understood that and a place she had been prior just kept refilling her prescription and she was wondering why she couldn't see. And so I asked her, did you go through these steps? Did you actually have a contact lens evaluation? And it turned out she had not. So it's not always done correctly. I will tell you that most eye doctors out there are doing a great job, and yet you as a patient need to make sure that you communicate with your doctor so they know you want that contact lens evaluation so you have the best vision for a lifetime.
Love that I asked that question. So now we're going to go into the part of the eye the contact lens sits on, the cornea.
Yes.
I want to talk about because most of the time you've got the normal corneas, the ones that you've got the eyeball, it's shaped like a ball, it's easy, pick a contact, it's on, great. But then you've got the irregular corneas where they're no longer shaped the way that the majority of the population is. So then you have to do more tests. You have to get the corneal topography, which is the map of the cornea, and then you have to get the curvature. So how do you go about all of that when they have an irregular cornea and you take all those measurements?
Well, remember when Allie asked earlier, what is the difference between a comprehensive exam and a contact lens exam?
Right.
If I don't take those measurements, I won't know that somebody has a unique situation where they're going to need a specialty, what we call a specialty contact lens.
Okay.
The great news is there are some amazing specialty lenses out there. So, for example, astigmatism. How do you know you have it? Until you go to a doctor who does the measurements and then determines, is the astigmatism on the front surface of the eye or is it in the lens of the eye? And either way, what is the best, once you determine that, what is the best solution, the best contact lens for you? What's amazing is that there are toric lenses that correct astigmatism. They come in high enough parameters, powers, that almost anyone with astigmatism nowadays can wear a contact lens.
That's crazy.
And they're not as complicated as they used to be.
Right.
You ready for a story? You'll love
ready.
this one.
I'm ready.
This is my sister, your aunt.
Oh.
So I will never forget. Her prescription is, I won't give you exact numbers. That would be rude without her permission. But higher plus than mine.
Wow.
She has high astigmatism.
Wow.
And when she first went to college, she'd worn glasses her whole life.
Which one is this?
And she was in track. And she actually had a track scholarship. And the coach said to her at Florida State, he looked at her and said, "Why are you wearing glasses? Let's go get you some contacts." And in that day, it was not an easy thing. Contact lenses for astigmatism, they came in these little glass bottles. And when you open the top, you'd oftentimes cut yourself. It was awful as a doctor to have to deal with them. And the lenses were really thick and they did not feel lovely in the eye. They would maybe last 3 months, sometimes were meant to last a year. And then once you had several visits to get the prescription right, if God forbid something happened to that lens and I had to reorder it, it would never be the same.
Oh.
And so it was awful. It was a nightmare.
Yeah,
and that's why many
No.
doctors just said, we're not doing this. What is
Valid.
it like today?
Easier.
Completely different.
Much easier.
Today, even her prescription, though, was tough, but most patients don't fall within those parameters. And I would tell you that probably 95% of the patients' prescriptions that come into our office with astigmatism, I have amazing lenses that I can actually just go open the drawer. I can do all my tests. And as long as I do my tests appropriately to determine the right numbers, I can pick a lens. We can teach the patients to put them on.
Yep.
Then we can go check the lens on, make sure it's not rotating or sitting weird. If it is, we then go and we do the math, the calculations to get a new one. We go put that lens on, and typically within 30 to 60 seconds, those lenses are settling, looking great. Patients are loving them, and they can walk out with a lens that day. So
that's incredible.
It's a whole new world. But to your point, Allie, not everybody can wear just any lens. And if you have been unfortunate enough to just think you could and go pick something and grab it, or you've had an experience where you got lenses and they just didn't work, don't think contacts won't work for you.
Right.
Go to an actual eye doctor and have a true exam and a contact lens evaluation, because I promise you there's something out there for everyone.
Okay, so now the next one I have is, I've seen two completely different people come in at the office when I'm on my days off and I come in. I can see they have basically the exact same prescription, and yet they get two completely different lenses. Like one will get a precision and one will get a total 30. And I'm like, why? It's the same prescription and you gave them two completely different lenses.
Sure.
Why? Is it a lifestyle thing, like the dry eye thing you're talking about? What would influence you, even though they have the same prescription, to give them a completely different lens?
I think one thing that's always been important to me to remember, Allie, and it's kind of incredible that it took me so long, is that there are different quality lenses, contact lenses, just like there's different quality of anything that you're going to buy in life. What would you feel like if you went to buy something, and I'm going to take us out of eyeballs for a minute.
Okay.
You went to buy something and you went into a store and you were shopping and you asked the salesperson, now I'm not even talking a doctor, but the salesperson, you told them what you wanted that day. They looked at you and said, based on, in their mind, this is what's happening.
Right.
Based on what I think of her, I'm going to offer her this low-end product because it's cheaper.
Excuse me?
And I'm not going to even tell her about her option for something better. How would you feel? So here's
offended.
And here's what's interesting. I think that doctors many times, I'm going to say it, my colleagues, they're such amazing people. And students, I don't want you to be like this. I better back up. I do want you to be amazing. What I don't want you to be like You can be so amazing that you think that you should be sensitive to your patient's pocketbook. And here's the deal. Don't think you need to worry about it. I, as a patient, don't want my doctor to judge what I have or don't have and what I'm willing to spend my money on.
Right.
And for me, as a doctor, I've come to the realization over the years that it is my obligation to be certain that I'm always prescribing the best for every patient.
Right.
If they can't afford it or tell me, hey, doc, I want that product. I love it. It's great. I get it. I understand what's in it for me, which, by the way, patients want to know what's in it for them. I don't blame them. I do too.
Yeah.
But if after all that's said and done, they say, I just can't afford it, then I, as a doctor, want to have other options that are still amazing,
right,
but fit within their budget.
Right.
And so, patients go out, if you're a patient, I'm a patient, we go out, we spend money on stuff. If you saw my phone, I don't have the most current phone. I want one, by the way. David, can I have a new phone? But
I'm next.
I do
Kyle.
have a good phone.
Kyle.
And so I obviously chose to spend money on that, as do many of our patients choose to spend money on things that matter to them.
Right.
And for us as doctors, again, going back to the obligation we have, no matter what, is to tell our patients what's out there that is going to be amazing for them, prescribe it for them until they tell us it's not going to work. So sometimes the reason you pull a different lens for a patient is not the right reason. But there are times when you do that because of lifestyle. Maybe you have a patient that likes to sleep in their lenses and that's important to them.
Oh.
Well, then not every contact lens is approved for that.
Right.
Only some contact lenses have FDA approval for overnight wear. There's very strict regulations that go into that. So as a patient, don't be sleeping in lenses your doctor hasn't said you can. And as doctors, we know that we have a certain selection, certain ones we go to. But for me, what's really important and what's key is that I want to have the lenses that, again, are going to give my patient the best vision for a lifetime. So it's my obligation to remind them when they come in with 20-year-old technology in their eyeballs that may not, if ever, be appropriate for them.
Okay, so to close it up, now I need to know, as I'm going into practice with my patients that are coming up, it's insane to even think about. I'm going to have to look at these patients and help them with their contacts the way that you do. Obviously, 30 years versus a half a semester, not even going to be remotely close over here. But what would you say to, I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be stressed out. When I'm going into this, what's something that I can know going into this that I can feel good knowing that I can do this with my patients?
Well, the great news is for new doctors that are coming out of school that are moving into the world of a contact lens practice is that you have more options than ever before. I think the incredible thing about being a contact lens practice, which I hope every practice is, it is the best way to grow a practice. It is the best way to bring value to your patients. But I think one of the things that really stands out to me is that you want to also invest in technology. So I use the best contacts. I have the best equipment in the office, and then I have a team that I feel like is the best team to be able to care for my patients and make sure they know in the end the product they have, why the technology is amazing, and also help them to know how to care for their product, their lenses, and do the right thing to maintain good vision for a lifetime. And then we want also to make certain our patients know they have some responsibility in this too. I'm not, and I sometimes, if I have a patient that I don't think is listening to me, I will tell them, you're paying me to be your doctor. I have no reason to tell you any of this and to give you this advice other than that I care about you and I want you to have the best vision and health for a lifetime. So it's important to me that you understand that this is the way you need to move forward with your contact lenses. Be bold, have those conversations, get to know your patient. If you don't know your patient, then you don't know the lens that's right for them. And then really just be deliberate and consistent. Be deliberate with choosing the lens that you know is right for them and be consistent in doing it the same way for every patient so that they all know that we love them and we have their best interests at heart.
Confidence.
Yes.
Confidence.
Confidence.
I'm ready.
You got this. And so do all of your other students,
Yes,
all of your
we're all going
colleagues.
in it together this semester. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be amazing. Keep learning. Go to Alcon, experience the Experience Center there. They give you some more training. Go to CE events. Come to some of our offices. Lots of ways to learn, but you got this.
Thanks, Mom.